welcome back once again to my channel. And if you don't know me, my name is Chi Jane, and we have new visitors, new faces here. I'm sure you know her from my last video. Please introduce yourselves. Let's have you.
Hello everyone, Joy, Anozie.
I'm Nneka, Benedicta.
Okay, so guys, today we have another like touchy topic to talk about, and that's according to our topic down there. It's about early child marriage, early marriage, child marriage. So guys, do you have like what do you really know about early marriage or child marriage?
Early marriage is when a female child gets married when she's not yet matured enough, and when she does not know how to handle anything called marriage.
Yeah, like it's for like what do you think is when do you think it's too early for a child to get married?
From 18, 19 is still too early. Should be from 20 something.
Okay,
Or
so
30.
please tell us.
Okay, so this is a very touchy topic, like she said, and for me, early marriage is not something that should be admitted at all. What is early marriage? Early marriage is when children, a girl child that is sent off to marriage, maybe just to ensure that relationships between the families are maintained. It is done when the child is not physically, mentally, or otherwise ready or prepared for marriage.
So when do you think it's like too early for a child or a girl to get married?
I think between the ages of 19 and 25 is quite early. My opinion, though.
Okay, so when do you think is good enough?
Because I feel at 20 you are just learning what life really is. You are beginning to find out how relationships, male-female relationship runs.
Yeah.
Because in this part of the world, you are not allowed to have a boyfriend before you are 20.
Yeah.
So when you have a boyfriend at 20, you need some time to study the boyfriend.
True.
You need some time to understand what you want in a man before you can admit or accept a proposal to get married.
So guys, do you guys believe like early marriage exists in this part of the world?
Yes,
It does.
very well, yes.
Wow. What about you?
It's happening every day, even closer to us than we can imagine.
Wow. So tell me random opinions.
First of all, it affects the child's future. And most times it makes the child not to be like bold or smart outside. Yeah, it's always good, but most children are always very lucky when they meet the right person. But
Early marriage has always been in existence, and I think it still exists till date. For example, my grandma, I heard that she got married, and she actually saw her period in her husband's house. So you can imagine how early that was.
That you see, that's the meaning. I also have a friend that she wasn't even ready. We were just starting our diploma, and we were very young at the time.
Yeah.
And her husband, her mom says, there's this my friend that actually has a very fine son, and he's doing well in business. Would you like to marry him? And the girl goes, no, I want to finish school. And the father adds his own and says, your mates are happily married.
No way.
You should go and marry.
No
and
way.
Really, they gave this girl out in marriage.
Jeez.
And for the
Without
first
her
5
consent.
years, Ngozi struggled. She really, really did struggle before she just had to accept the reality before her.
Which was?
She had to keep living there because she already started having kids at the time. Though some of the children were dying because she couldn't even take care of herself.
Dying.
Yes, the first 2 children
Like
died.
died.
Yes.
Oh my God.
The first 2
Imagine
children
the
died.
trauma she
So
passed
she was broken. She just stopped at diploma level. She couldn't further. And this is a girl that had a plan. She had a future. She had big dreams. That if she had not gotten married to this man at that time, she would have been a graduate, probably been a mass communicator, and she would have been a very successful person.
Like, why I ask sometimes, like, why is marriage so important? Why is it so important to, especially to African parents? Like, because we are from Africa, so we talk about where we come from. Why is it so important to many African parents, though?
We are myopic in our thinking most of the time.
Mamma mia.
So that primitive thinking we've always had, that you were giving birth to, so you have to give birth to somebody, not minding the age of that girl child
level.
They don't want to know. And then most parents want to give out these children to get monetary benefits. And it's actually very, very annoying. I know people who are not even ready at 30 to get married. Not like they are not old enough to be married, but mentally, you need to be mentally, physically spiritually prepared for this venture called marriage. And most of our parents see it as the ultimate achievement.
Yeah.
For me, marriage is not an achievement.
It's not an achievement.
It is not an achievement. It's just a phase in your life. And if the marriage fails, for a girl child that was forced into marriage, if the marriage fails, she comes back a failure.
That's how
a
they see her.
disappointment. They see her as incapable, insufficient.
Oh my
Everything
goodness.
not good about her is what they will term her to be.
And many times when this kind of marriages, okay, there are different levels now. Okay, there is this early marriage, a girl that is being forced to marriage, and then a marriage that fails, or a girl that is being forced to marriage and then ends up failing. These are like 3 different conditions. So most times, like when marriages fail, what normally causes this kind of things for marriages to fail?
Most times it's lack of understanding
Between the
couples and maturity when they are not matured.
Who is not mature?
Both couples or one of them.
Mental maturity or
mental.
It's all encompassing really, because if you look at it, sometimes you need to be mentally matured to handle yourself.
Yes.
But you are not mentally matured to handle the
another
next person.
So
for you to say, I am ready, I am prepared, it is time.
Yes.
I have to be able to manage me and manage the next person and bring it into my life. I remember that in our African setting, we don't just marry like husband and wife alone. We don't believe in nuclear family setting. We believe in extended family setting. So when a lady is getting married or a man is getting married, they tell you you're not just getting married to your spouse, you are getting married to the whole family. And now, for you to say you are mentally ready, you have to be able to handle yourself, your husband or your wife, and his family or her family, as the case may be.
True.
Now, for that girl child that is being forced into early marriage, she is obviously not prepared. She can't even. I know, like at the time my friend I was saying got married, she could hardly bathe herself. She doesn't even know how to cook. When I was in the university, I also had a similar friend like that to Tolulope. Tolulope used to put her pad, her used pad, and her clean pants together. Not because she's a dirty girl, but because she doesn't know the difference at the time. She started seeing her period while we were in the university. So it was annoying when I heard that Tolu was getting married in 2nd year. And I'm like, seriously? Who does that?
Marriage depends on, I actually think it depends on who you're getting involved with too. Though in many cases it's not really it's not good to get married too early or force a girl child to get married. But some people were lucky enough to like find a partner and like they're able to grow up from there anyways. Like many times it doesn't always end up badly, because we all have our different opinions, obviously. So it doesn't always end up badly. Many cases it does, some other cases it doesn't.
Okay, so when exactly is it right to get married?
Yeah, when exactly is it right to get married? That's a very good question.
That time is when you're the age is one thing, and being mentally and physically ready is another thing. Age-wise, I for one will be very comfortable if a girl tells me at 26, 27 that I'm getting married. I will definitely support that kind of marriage. But if you are below 25 and you're telling me you're getting married, I look at it like you really don't know what you want.
No, it's actually not true. I disagree with that.
That is what I feel. It's my opinion.
Yes.
I feel maybe the girl doesn't know what she wants at that time. Because at 20, why did I say so? Between the ages of 20 and 25, you're most definitely in school if you want to be educated or learning a trade. Or you're just starting to have boyfriend. You're trying to learn, is this guy a good person? Do I want to be battered when I get married? Do I want this one? You are trying to set priorities for yourself. You're trying to visualize where you want to be in the next 5, 10, 20 years from that time you're getting married. So for me, between the ages of 20 and 25 is still very young as far as I'm concerned.
What do you think? So when do you think it's best to get married? What age is good?
I think from 20 something.
Like 20
above 25, like you said.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. So those that got married like before 25,
they are still babies.
They are still babies.
Babies, yes. And
that's an insult.
It's not. And early marriage is really, really very wrong. It's not right at all. Because it will really affect the child's future and the plans, her dreams. Because most times once you start giving birth, you will start staying at home now and being housewife. You won't be able to go out or do anything anymore. And most times you will continue acting like a child and your husband might even want to use skin on you because you're acting like a child. Which is
why would he want to use skin on you?
No, like there's a way you act. Like it might move him to want to do that. Like this, like as though you are too childish.
I actually believe that anybody can handle a marriage, but you actually need to be ready to do it. I believe that anybody can handle marriage. Like obviously not too young, maybe from the age of 18, 19. If someone is mature enough and she's ready to get married, like, and she met the love of her life and stuff, and they're ready to settle down, I believe they can get married.
Okay, so let me ask you something.
Yes,
no?
yes.
At 19 or at 18,
yes.
How do you know you are matured enough to be married? At age 18, 19.
It's very possible.
How do you know?
Like me, from my own, if I'm measuring from my own experience, at 18, I was old enough in my own mind. Like I could handle things. If I was able to handle my siblings and I was able to manage my mother's home and stuff, then I can do that actually my husband, as long as if I get married to the right person. I believe like when I was 18, thinking back when I was 18, if I was to get married at that age, like, and I'm to get married to a good person, especially when it's a good person or it's a good man, because most times when people regret getting married early is when they get married to like the wrong person. So if you get married to a good man, someone that can take care of you and help you with your emotions, help you to even get matured. So if you can get matured, you might even get married early, and then you learn a lot of things with your spouse and learn each other and be able to do things like even at an older age. Once you get into marriage, you need to learn your spouse, learn to take care of them, learn the kind of things they like and stuff. So from me, my own experience being 18, if I'm to get married to somebody that is a good man, or to get married to my husband that I am with today, I believe I'll be fine. I believe I won't have really serious issues like many people that get married because they got married to the wrong person, or the man that looks down on them, stuff around that corner.
Well, at 18?
Yes.
19?
Yes.
You really do not have anything you are bringing to the table.
Doesn't matter.
Financial.
If I need to work.
Financial wise.
Okay, sorry, I'm sorry to say it doesn't matter. It matters, but it's not really strong. It's not really serious, because along the way you can start up something and start working.
It is, because if you don't,
it's important, of course.
Downgrade you, like he will downgrade you.
It will downgrade you if you are a lazy person that don't do anything at all.
No.
If you are someone that doesn't do other things.
No. See, men are good men. There are good men out there. True. There are very good men out there.
Yes.
But in our African setting,
yes,
if you don't have anything you're bringing to the table,
yes,
you don't have any contribution to the marriage financially,
yes,
the man will at the beginning be nice to you.
Yes.
Be very nice to you. And then if that trying period the lady is experiencing lingers more than a year, 2 years, the marriage becomes abusive. So at 18, you can't defend yourself, because you don't, probably you're just entering the university, or you're just starting to learn a trade. You don't have anything you're bringing to the table. So you are prone to abuse.
That's if you're getting married to an abusive partner.
No. It's not just about physical abuse.
Yeah.
Abuse can come in different forms.
Yes.
It could be verbal. It could be sexual. It could be physical abuse as well. There are some people that they won't even abuse you at all. They will give you this cold treatment. They will just ignore you. So you're like living with a total stranger in a place you're supposed to call home. So at 18, you really can't defend it, especially if the husband is way older than the young girl.
Yes, that's true. That one is true. I agree with that one in that aspect. You're not saying
and
anything.
Most times there are some things that you do or try to do. They'll just be like, "What do you even know? Are you even bringing any food to the table?" You know, things like that.
Make the person feel dumb.
Yes.
You know, like no value. You don't have